Hey. Hey. God bless you too. Hey. Hey. In the other video, I forgot to ring the bell. About 1 more minute, and then we can start. Hold on, let me get something to drink real quick. Thirsty. $30 seconds, probably like 20 seconds. And let's get it. All right, if you read the channel message, someone can't stand you because they're type B personality and you're a type A. So I do have channel messages, but I'm just gonna say what's on my mind first. So with these two types, you are different, like you are opposite of someone. So for example, you're an Aquarius and someone else is a Leo. You're a Pisces and someone else is a Virgo. You're a Scorpio and someone else is a Taurus. You're a Sagittarius and someone else is a Gemini. Okay, you get that? Okay, so with type A, to me, type A is structured, OCD, neat, clean girl. Type B, messy, uncontrolled, untamable. All right, I did write down the textbook version though, so let's get it. So type A personality is ambitious, high motivation, self-control, and patience. Okay. Perfectionism, goal-orientated, prone to stress and burnout. I feel like people who are like OCD or like neat freaks, they stress a lot. Okay, so when someone's stressed out, they start cleaning. So this is like someone's stressed out, or someone's anxious, so they take a shower. Okay, and that's just or they start mopping or they start sweeping or dusting. I'm really getting that. And then finally for type A is hypertension and anxiety. When I think about hypertension, I think about headaches. Okay, type A, these type of people, they usually overthink. They think a lot. Okay, type B doesn't have nowhere near as many adjectives as this one. Okay, so type B is laid back. Type B is less driven. Type B is highly adaptable. Okay, and they handle stress well. Okay, so moral of the story, you're completely different from someone. Yeah, moral of the story, you're completely different from somebody. Okay, so let's just jump into it. We have the Seven of Swords. In this, type of energy, I feel like the Seven of Swords is like kind of hiding behind something. So first of all, I'm channeling the mirror effect, to whereas someone is like mimicking you or something is a mirror. So with the type B could be a type A yesterday or type C tomorrow. The type B can do whatever, they're adaptable. Okay, if you're a type A, you're very strict. Okay, so the Seven of Swords, someone may have a strategy, a plot, a plan to kind of get you out of this controlled, um orderly environment, like orderly persona. Okay, you're very orderly, type A people, very by the book. Okay, yeah, and you do your research. Okay, you don't let people lead you astray, you don't listen to just anybody. I like type A, why not? All right, type B, okay, they're not like you. Okay, so let's get it. But if you're type B, you may actually be more at peace than this person that's type A, right? So the type A person's going, you're going to go in their closet and they're literally going to have pinks and blues and purples and blacks and whites all separate. You're going to go in their kitchen, they're going to have labels for the salt and the sugar and the Tabasco sauce and the hot sauce. You feel me? They're gonna have a separate container for pasta and milk. Like, this is the type A persona. Type B, you may come in, their bed's unmade, they still got clothes on the floor, they just did laundry, but they didn't put it up yet, like type shit. They need the dust, it's dusty in here, you sneezing and shit, it's germy and shit, they don't give a fuck, clearly. All right, type A takes a bath and immediately cleans out the tub. Type B takes a bath and they clean out the tub next week. This is what we're dealing with right now. All right, yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. So, type A, type A, if you go somewhere, you really care about your appearance. So you want to make sure that you're matching. You want to make sure that you got a bag on you. You want to make sure, you know what I'm saying, your clothes are neat and nice and ironed, or um, they're not wrinkly. Okay, you make sure you got all your stuff. You make sure you got your lip gloss, your eye, your wispy for your eyelashes, some mascara, you know, blush, extra shit. You always have everything together. Type B is the type to leave the house and then 10 minutes after they left the house, they realize they left something at the house. But the type A, they're not going to forget that. Type A is clean girl. Okay, so this person may wear like neutrals, whites, nudes, grays, blacks, right? Type B is like colorful, I don't know, lavender, turquoise, shit like that. All right. Yeah, the King of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Hermit. Yeah, the Virgo, if you're a fucking Virgo, there's no way you can be type B. So here you are, okay? To me, Virgo is the most controlled sign because they're very controlled. Like, they stay in their place. They really stay in their place. This could be you don't mind other people's business. You're not into drama. You know what I'm saying? You really stay in your lane. All right. If you're good at something, you're going to keep doing it. You're not going to put your eggs in different baskets. I'm really getting that. Type A people definitely will be millionaires. Type B people, they may not sprout until their 40s, 50s. Type A gets it early, type B gets it later. So type A is a Virgo, type B is a Capricorn or Taurus, or yeah. All right. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. I'm also getting, with the Seven of Swords, type A, they'll notice something missing immediately. So somebody will come back from the club, they're looking through their purse, where's my lip gloss? Type B, they'll lose something last week or yesterday, and they won't realize they lost it till 2 weeks later. They're like, oh shit, where's that shirt I wore like 2 weeks ago? Type shit. Type B is more absent-minded, whereas type A, it's always on their mind. They wake up like in a pace. All right. Yeah, the Two of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. Type A is like more disgusted. Like, You may not want to burp without, like, you may not want to burp out loud in front of a type A person. You may not want to fart in front of a type A person. Type B person, you can fart and burp and vomit everywhere. Really getting that? All right. Type A people spray Febreze after they take a poo. Type B people turn on the fan. Like, I'm really getting that. Yeah, the Empress card, the the High Priestess, and the Five of Cups. Yeah. You can also be dealing with someone that's grieving. So, ironically, someone is a type A persona, but they're grieving or they're depressed, so they're coming off like type B, okay? Yeah, so if you're dealing with mental illness, you're not going to come out the way you're supposed to. So I'm definitely getting you're dealing with someone, they're very similar to you. They usually are in order, they usually are controlled, everything is together, but they may be a little bit sad, or they may be grieving, so everything's out of place. I'm really getting that. So you could be coming back into this person's life and showing them order again, okay? Because someone's like forgetting who they are. We have the Three of Swords. Okay, so again, type A people, you won't be able to betray them 2-3 times or nothing. Type A people, because they're so like they have perfectionism, like they'll notice the red flags immediately. Type B people are more prone to getting into a bad relationship. They don't give a fuck. Type A gives a fuck freak, type B doesn't. So type A will leave your ass. Type B they're a ride or die type energy. Like, someone knows better than to cheat on a type A, but they'll cheat on a type B though. So funny. Type A will leave you, divorce you once they find out that you're cheating. Type B will cheat back. Yeah, the Seven of Wands. Type A is harder to get, like they're harder to manifest. So you may see a badass type A woman or man, and they're unapproachable, they're unobtainable. Type B, they're easier to approach. They kind of remind you of a friend. Type A is out of your league. Type B is your soulmate. Type shit. Type A probably makes a whole bunch of bread and they don't need your ass. Type B, they're very humble. Yeah. Also, type A, they don't waste time. Like type A, they don't waste time. Type B, they can lollygag if they want to. All right. We have the Knight of Cups. All right. So let's pull some of these. We have black magic. So someone could be using witchcraft, black magic to change your persona, your personality. All right. I'm actually going to take it. Ew. Get away from me, weirdo. Yeah, we have European. So type A, they gamble. Type A, they gamble, but they do poker and spades. Like I said, type A is more expensive. Type B, they do the slot machine. Really getting that? So with type A, you roll the dice and they probably roll a 7 or 11. Type B, they roll the dice, they don't hit. Really getting that? Yeah, maturity. So type A, they mature faster than type Bs. Okay. Yeah. Also, this may not be the truth, but type A may or may not be an only child. Just saying, because type A know exactly what they want. Type A probably grew up with both their parents in their household because their morals are strong as shit. Type A is more likely to get married than type B. Just saying. Type A is more likely to be a bachelor or a bachelorette, and type B will be in a long-term relationship because they have more humility. You feel me? Type A was the type of person that will have to go on a dating show or a they would have to be on a dating app. Type B can go out to the club today and find their new boyfriend in the same second. All right. Type B is way more approachable and sociable and kind of fun, low key. Type A is kind of like they got a stick up their behind. All right. Yeah, MK Ultra. So ironically, somebody wants you to be like this. They want you to be like orderly. They want you to be controlled. They want you to have, I don't know, all right? Or somebody wants you to be lazy. They want you to be careless. They want you to be rebellious. Either or, all right? Yeah, we have partner handler, all right? Damn, somebody has handlers around them. We have partner handler, family handler, friend handler. Somebody's around a whole bunch of handlers. Yeah, I don't know my father. That reminds me of type B. So type B, they'll have mommy issues, daddy issues. Type A, they already went to therapy for that. You feel me? Type A has issues. They may have issues and trauma too, but type B, this is like type B, they're undiagnosed, they're unmedicated. Type A takes medication, they go to the doctor, they get checked, they know their STD status, all types of shit. Type B can be losing chunks of hair and not notice. And type A, they'll lose a strand of hair and start freaking out. Like, I'm really getting that. Type B, they won't go anywhere today, so they won't shower today. Type A, they have to shower every day. It doesn't matter if they're going to sit in the house all day or not. Funny enough, type B is they have kids, but type A is more likely to adopt. Ironically, type B is very fertile. Type A, they're infertile. So you may be dealing with a type A person. They cannot have kids. Yeah, family. So it depends on how somebody was raised with the family and like the people that someone dates. If someone came from like a very strict household, they're probably a type A. If someone came from a household where they can smoke weed with their mom and their aunt and their grandma, they're probably a type B. All right. This is type B will fry some chicken or some fish and leave the oil on the stove. Type A will fry some chicken or some fish. First of all, type A don't even eat fried food, but if they did, they would immediately discard the oil. Yeah, Chinese. One of these people, just because you're type B doesn't mean you're dumb. Ironically, type A is like book smart. Type A went to college. Type B is more likely to be a hustler, or they didn't fucking go to school no more after fucking high school. So type B is more likely to skip class. Type A is going to be the first one there, period. All right. Yeah, the Two of Cups. All right, so with the necromancy at the bottom of the other deck, I'm kind of getting something started in childhood, especially if you are a picky eater. If you are a picky eater, you are being bred into type A, bro. Like, you don't like your food touching, you don't like certain colors mixing, all types of shit. You're type A. This shit starts from childhood, okay? Type A smells their food before they eat it. Type B, they just eat it. You feel me? Type A is the type to turn down food, turn down offers. No, I'm not hungry. No, I don't want to drink. No, I don't want to smoke. Type B ain't turning down shit. You call type B, they're up. Like, come on, let's go. Type A, they always get in their car maintenance. They always got an oil change, new tires, no flats, car clean. Type B, the car's a mess. All right. They may be be in need of an oil change or something. Yeah, separation anxiety. All right. Ironically, type A, type A would be like, they would fall victim to like cults. So like type A is probably very, very, very religious. Like type A, they're not going to do tarot. They're not going to look at tarot readings. They're not going to perform witchcraft or black magic. They're not going to do none of that. They're very orthodox, right? Religious practices. All right, type B, they may be a spiritualist. They may be a psychic. They may be a medium. All right. Just period. All right, they may be LGBTQ, okay? They may be into polygamy. Type A is not like that. Type B, you could probably have a threesome. Type A, that shit ain't never gonna happen. Yeah, illumination. All right. Uh-oh. Yeah, demon. So if someone feels like something is demonic, okay, or maybe you feel like something's demonic. So if you're a type A person watching a type B person do some witchcraft, you're like, that's demonic. So type A people are like the people in the comments that are like, hey, I know you guys are watching this, Jesus loves you. Type B people, they this is some crazy funny stuff. Yeah, so type A people, they'll call you a demon. Yeah, that's the devil right there. Type B person, you'll tell them you was finna die last week. Now they want to know everything. Type A people is like, yeah, we have double crossed and hearing voices. What the hell? One of y'all hearing voices. Yeah. Like I said, type B is more, actually, I feel like type A is more prone to mental illness because they think so much. Yeah, we have threats. Yeah, so someone's threatened by you. They're different than you completely. Yeah, I agree. Type A is definitely happy alone, okay? That's why we said there will be like bachelorettes, bachelors, like living in, like type A will live in a huge ass house, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 4 baths, and be by themselves, just them and their dog type shit, okay? Yeah, we have the 4 of Cups. Type B is more prone to having a roommate or even staying with their family. Okay, like I said, type A grows up fast. They mature really fast. Okay, so type A, they probably been moved out of their family's home. They probably been moved away from their family. Type B, they're really close to their family. You feel me? Yeah, the world card. Like I said, type A, they will move across the world and stay there. Type B, they're the type to travel, but still live where they were born at. Thank you. Yeah, the King of Swords. The type A to me is always in a learning state. All right. Type A to me, they don't stop school until what, like 30, 35. Type A is like a medical, they're like doctors, nurses, dentists, shit like that. The type B will be like a tattoo artist, you feel me, or a piercer, or they wax vaginas type shit, you feel me. Type A will have like a 9 to 5 office job or a high position in a corporate franchise. Yeah, the 4 of Wands. Something about lineage. Yeah, strength and the 9 of Wands. Type A gets irritated fast, but they're not insecure. Type B is slower to irritation, but they are more insecure. Yeah, the 5 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The type A, they're gonna shit on you for sure. Like the type A will like literally rub something in your face. The type A is going to brag about their accomplishments. Type B could get $10,000 today and they ain't gonna tell nobody. Or type B will get some money today and invite all their friends out to the bar and pay for everything. Type A, I don't know, it's just like different. Because I feel like type A is like more cocky because they're like, I don't know, it's like someone mentioned in the comments, like type A is kind of like a little bit more bougie in a way. Yeah, that's what it's given. I'm not even gonna cap. Type A reminds me of like BDSM, because type A, you'll see a type A and they're very controlled, they're very orderly, they're very OCD, they're very clean. But when you get them in the bedroom, they're like freak nasty. I'm really getting that with type A. Type B, you know they nasty. Like, you know, type A, what they say, lady in the streets, freak in the bed. type B is like PDA. Like, what? We gonna do this shit in public. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. Type A is more prone to sapiosexual energy. So also type A to me is more prone to asexual energy, not wanting to even, because you got to understand, when you're already a fucking control freak, I mean like a OCD, it's like OCD. You don't like germs, you don't like dirt. All right, you're not going to be sleeping with nobody because it's germs and dirt. So type A and type B could be celibate, but type A is damn near a virgin. That's what it's saying, like virgin vagina. All right. Type B didn't throw that ass back before. You hear me? Yeah, the Lover's card. Type A will confront you, but they're more likely to hide their emotions. Type B, they're laid back, but they will beat your ass. That's what type B is given. Type B is given, like, you know, them real, like, type B is given those real cool, calm, collect. Both of these motherfuckers, they crazy. Both of them. Yeah, the Emperor and then the World. So someone's doing some powerful ass voodoo. This is definitely high level voodoo here that someone is doing. Yeah. Somebody can see into the future. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. So if somebody's scary. All right. If you're a type A individual, you may be scared to step outside of your comfort zone. All right. Type B is very meticulous. So, I mean, type A is very meticulous. Type B will be outside in nature. Type A is not going to do that. I'm sorry. Type B will play outside in the rain when they were little kids. Type A is not going to do that. Type B will get dirty and play in the mud, get their shoes dirty, get back home, get yelled at, get their ass beat, all types of shit. Type A is not going to do that. Type A is going to do exactly what they're told, and they're going to, like, even if somebody's around them like, hey, don't worry about that shit, it's cool, like, they don't give a fuck. Type A is going to do exactly what you tell them to do. Exactly. Like, if you're the parent of a type A, you're blessed in a way. All right. I'm also getting your child scares you or your child intimidates you. What? Yeah, the Queen of Cups, the Temperance, and the Knight of Pentacles. To me, type A is more, they're more nice. They're nicer. Type B is more nice. Sorry. Type A, all right, like I told you, they're unapproachable. But when you get to know them, they're cool as shit. Ace of Swords is the truth. Six of Swords and the Moon card. This is also based off of like the car that someone drives. Type A won't have a car unless it's luxury. So type A will literally Uber to work, Uber to get food, rather than being seen in a 2008 Nissan or some shit. Type B don't give a fuck. Type B will ride around in a Volkswagen Beetle, bruh. Like type B don't care. Type A, they know what they want. Type A know they want a BMW or a Mercedes, a Lexus, A Porsche type, that's type A. Type B, first of all, type A's parent already bought them that. Type A's parent bought them a Mercedes, a Jeep, or a luxury car. Type B probably had to work for their car. Like I said, type A, their family comes from money. Type B may have grown up in the hood.